Single habit that I learned when I was serving as bishop that has had an immeasurable impact on my professional life. And today I'm going to share that habit with you. Hi, I'm Mark Sieverkrop, and I help men who are business owners and also members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to implement and navigate the intricacies of being a member of the church and also being a business owner. And I have to be honest, when I say there's a single habit, there's actually many habits and many things I learned throughout all of my callings in church as I've served from being a missionary all the way through to being bishop and a counselor in a bishopric, an executive secretary, stake executive secretary, state clerk, young men's president, that have made a massive impact in my life, both personally, in the other callings I've had, but also in my professional life. And quite honestly, vice versa. There's been many things that I learned in my professional life that have made a big impact. But today I want to share with you one that I think of often. And that is when I was bishop. I don't know why I learned this. I don't know if somebody taught it to me or I just came across it on my own. But I learned that one of the most valuable things that I could do as the leader in a meeting was to say nothing. That's right, to say nothing, at least not at first, because what I found was when a question was asked or somebody needed direction on something and we were in a council setting, once the bishop speaks, there's like I don't know if this is the technical term, but it's the one that came to my mind, a confirmation bias. People just naturally will say less. They are less likely to present a differing view. They're less likely to present an idea or a plan or a thought that goes against the leader in that meeting. In that case, it was the bishop. And when I realized this, and I started just sitting back and letting others speak first, it was amazing the things that I learned. It was amazing the things the other people in the meeting learned, whether it was a ward council or a ward youth council or a young men's meeting, whatever it was amazing how if I waited and didn't say a word, and if people looked at me, which naturally they did because I was the bishop, I was sitting behind the desk, if they looked at me, I would look back at them and say, I don't know, what do you guys think? Or sometimes I would even say, I have some ideas, but I want to hear what you think first. And when I did that, the amount of ideas we got substantially increased. The amount of insights that we got substantially increased because no longer was somebody concerned and held back from what they wanted to say because the bishop said something else. They shared their honest opinions, their honest advice, their honest feedback, their honest suggestions, and we came up with better collective information and ideas and guidance and plans moving forward than we ever would have if I would have shared my opinion first. And that has been massive. It's been massive for me in my church callings, but also professionally. There's so many things that as we serve in the church that benefit us as business leaders, as business owners, in our professional lives. And this is one of those things. In my business, I spend a lot of time coaching business owners, helping business owners take the next step in their business, whether that be in their systems or their marketing or whatever it is. I spend a lot of time working with 6 and 7-figure business owners. And when I'm in these meetings, when I'm in these calls, and currently they're all on Zoom, I do the same thing. Even though I am the leader in that room, I'm the coach, I'm the consultant, I'm the one that's supposed to have the answers. When somebody asks a question, I learned from my time as bishop that the most important thing I could do and the most valuable thing I could do was to look at everybody in the group and say, I don't know, what do you think? What advice do you guys have for so-and-so? What have you done to address this situation? As a matter of fact, I was in a call just last night when we did that exact thing. Somebody had said they had some challenges with coming up with, how to delegate and how to manage their time and to get over the challenges and the little things that just took their time. And it would have been easy for me to give a few ideas. I had some great ideas and I did share them at the end, but it was amazing when I just said, hey, I heard this come up 2 or 3 times, and I would just love to hear from each of you. What have you done? What have you done to delegate more effectively? What have you done to get rid of some of those little things on your plate that you really shouldn't be doing but need to get done? How have you made that work? And 2 or 3 of the people on the call who have very successful businesses shared some really good ideas, some things that I hadn't thought of, and said some things that I had thought of in a way that I never would have said them. And it was immeasurably valuable to the people on the call. It was immeasurably valuable to everyone. The collective ideas and the mindset and the playing off each other is huge. And the challenge is, even in a group like that of 6 and 7 figure business owners, often people will sit back. And if they're not asked for their opinion, they won't give it. Or if I say something as the leader in the group, and it's very similar to what they were going to say, they won't say theirs because they think, we've already heard that. We've already had that idea. But the thing is, the way they say it might be very different. And if I had said something right away, we may have missed out on their insight. And we may have missed out on the way that they said it. So this habit of not speaking first, especially and most importantly, when you're in a position of leadership, when you're in a position of being the one in charge, is huge. And it's really important. If you can understand and learn how to do that in any place that you are in charge, whether that's if you are serving as a bishop or an auxiliary leader, if you are teaching a class at church, asking the youth or asking the people in the class what they think of something before you offer your opinion will give you much more participation than if you offer your opinion first. And in the professional sense, the same thing goes. Anytime you're in a meeting with team members, with employees, with other business owners, with people that you're coaching, whatever it is, if you can wait to speak, wait to give your feedback, it makes a massive difference. And the quality of information that you get, the quality of ideas, the quality of feedback, the quality of suggestions will substantially increase just by waiting and offering your opinion at the end rather than at the beginning. Because you can say, hey, I really like what so-and-so said, and maybe we'll tweak it this way. Or, hey, so-and-so said this, and that's exactly what I was thinking. It also gives you that opportunity to affirm those that have spoken before you. It's huge. It's massive. It's one of the most powerful habits that I implemented and that I learned somehow as a bishop that has made a huge impact in my professional life. So I encourage you to try that, and then let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes when you wait to give your feedback until the other people in the meeting or the call or whatever it is have had their chance to share their thoughts and their ideas and their feedback. And if you do, it will make a massive difference. And by the way, if you're interested in a group of successful business owners who are members of the church, who are striving and want to be devoted in a faith-based community devoted to helping you build your business, but also honoring your faith and your commitments and your covenants and tying the two together because they are intertwined. If you're interested in that, I'd love to chat with you more about it. You can learn more about the M3 Mastermind at seavercrop.com/M3 Mastermind. You can learn more about it. You can see what it's about. You can apply. And we've got a few spots open. We're going to be starting here in about a month, a new group. And we've got, I think, 7, maybe 8 spots open. And so if that's you, I would love to talk to you and share more about it. But either way, apply this habit in your life, both professionally and in your church responsibilities. And I'm excited to see what happens from it. Have a great day.